Jaylen, just talk a little about just your summer, and specifically with Team USA. They had you playing some power forward, which we have not really seen at this level. Talk about how you think that experience is going to help you going forward this season.
Well, I was actually playing center. I was playing all over, so it was a good experience. I think I'll probably play a little bit more of that this year consistently. And I think preparing that for USA, getting that experience with Pop, I think is definitely going to help going into this year.
Jaylen, to your left in the back. How you doing? I think you're the second longest tenured Celtic now, behind Marcus.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just your thoughts on what you've been through and kind of what you'd like to do, not only yourself, but as a group going forward starting this year, starting tomorrow.
I don't think any expectations I really want to put on it. I think my mantra for myself and for our teammates is just come out and hoop. Just come out and play basketball, get better every single day and see where that takes us. I've been here, 4 seasons now, including summer. But I've learned and grew a lot. I've had many different roles, probably almost every role pretty much since I've been here. So I think I've grown a lot. I've started out as an 18-year-old, and now I'll be 23 next month. So the journey has been kind of crazy, but it's been good.
Jaylen over here. You guys, the Celtics have played overseas in London, and you've just played overseas. What's the appeal for an NBA team to go over to London, and how much does that mean to the game, to build the game internationally?
I think the game is global now. I think it's increased with the social media and stuff. I think it's made the world a lot smaller, and I think basketball is a way to make the world a lot smaller. I think everybody appreciates the sport, so I do a lot of traveling, so I've noticed that I've developed fan bases in cities that I wouldn't even think of. I took my family to Egypt this summer, and there was people in Egypt that were Celtics fans and Jaylen Brown fans as well. So the game is definitely global. So being able to see that in live action, an actual NBA game take place in London and in other places. I know preseason people are going to India and China, etc. I think it's pretty cool.
Jaylen, were you aware that the NBA was going to be remeasuring everyone when you got your haircut?
No, I wasn't aware, but I've seen some pretty funny jokes. My friend sent me on Twitter, is like, you cut your hair and it's like a contract year, like, what are you doing? It was pretty funny, so that's a good one.
Jaylen, you just talked before about you've played a lot of different roles here. Do you see yourself in a leadership role now, where you're at right now? And could you just talk more about how you see yourself on this team?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've got some experience, and I've been here for a little bit now, and I know the ropes. So, just elaborating my experience, but not just doing my part, no more, no less, I think.
Hey, Jaylen. Hi, on your left, how you doing? You played at Cal, and I just wanted to see if you had any thoughts on the new legislation that out of California allowing NCAA athletes to get paid for the likenesses out in the state, and if you've had any chance to look into that at all.
I haven't. I've heard about it, but I haven't had any chance to look into it. I just got back from China, and I've been dealing with some family stuff, so I haven't had a chance to, but I will. The first chance I get, I think that's something that will definitely catch my eye, but some people have sent it to me. I just haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Hi, Jaylen. You have an opportunity to sign an extension. This is a team that historically hasn't given out a lot of those. What's your mindset going into that?
To be honest, I'm not putting too much thought into it. I'm not losing any sleep over it. I think stuff like that end up working itself out in the end, or however so. I'm just focused on the season and playing basketball. I think that's my number one emphasis, and let the chips fall where they may.
Jaylen, you touched upon playing for Coach Pop this summer. Just in what ways do you think it's beneficial to be around those other great basketball minds like Pop and Kerr, Lloyd Pierce?
For sure, it was a great experience for me. It's rare to be, with a group, with a coaching staff that, accomplished, and players that are, that talented around the league. So for me, it was all just a great learning experience for me. And you putting yourself in that environment, I think you got no choice but to get better. So, of course, the result didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. I don't know if we know what that reason is yet, but I trust in that everything will work itself out in the end, one way or another.
Last question, Gary.
Yeah, Jaylen, that whole process, you weren't originally in the Team USA kind of camp. Can you talk about getting that call, and what were your reaction? Did you think about it, or were you immediately on board? And then would you try to play in Tokyo 2020? Would you go to camp and try to compete for a spot on that roster?
I got the call. I definitely thought about it, and I thought it would be a great experience for me, for sure. I didn't see opposed to anything else I had on my schedule. I thought, what else better was I doing? Nothing. So obviously it's a high regard and a privilege to play for your country. So I took that seriously. I wanted to, come out and represent. We fell short. 2020 the Olympics is coming up, and now at some point in my career, I feel like obligated to make one of those teams and to finish what I started. But it'll be great, to be able to do that next year. But we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Jaylen.
Thank you.